welcome to another episode of What? Energy Check. How you doing? Second week in the new year. Energy check from 1 to 10. How you feeling? Talk to me. Me, I'm feeling solid. I'm feeling like a 10. Like energy up, no problem. The only thing I'm worried about is getting back to work. But it's okay because we here. Mental health check of the week. How you feeling? Where you at from 1 to 10? Mental health check of the week. I would say it's a good 8.59. I got me a new game. Got 2 new games. So happy. All right, I'm just like a big kid. Like, honestly, you can find me quiet, minding my damn business, all up and through there. I do it like every time. A tray face ass. Vinyl of the week. Let's talk about it. We're going to get into some Miles Davis. Coming into the new year, I notice sometimes energy goes up too high or it's too low. And sometimes you just need to find a grounding within yourself. Let's talk about it. Are you grounding yourself? Are you centering yourself? If so, Miles Davis, he's the man. He got you. So I had to take out book of the week because honestly, I wasn't keeping up with like books that I could physically show you. I was reading more articles or magazines and I was just like, you know what? I got to put book of the week down. That's just not for me. But I'm glad that the people that I do talk about the podcast, they do talk about how they are getting interested in reading. I love that for you. Keep reading. Reading is fundamental. So instead of book of the week, what I'm going to be doing is weird thought of the week. And this came from a road trip with me and my family. I'm going to say we as a collective want to know these weird thoughts, and I hope someone out there is the same way because actually I Googled it. And when I Googled it, I'm not the only person, nor is my family wondering the same thing. Their weird thought was, why when you fart in the shower smells worse than like farting regular? That's what Google said. Google said because of the humidity. And then I was like, okay, so we did bring it up like in the bathtub. Why be smelling like really bad? And it's just here's right there. They said that the humidity traps the smell and put it in our pores and the air bubbles. And it's just like, but I don't know how that came up on our road trip, but it did. And boom, cat, now we're here. I'm actually going to share some of my Arizona trip too because we went to Sedona, Flagsworth. We went to Arizona and it was nice. And we got to see it from transforming. We got to wait till we get a little bit further into the episode and go see what I was talking about. Hotspot of the week. Go get your arts and crafts. Go in your drawers. Go in that closet. Go in that bin. And go get all those arts and crafts stuff that you need to either throw away, get some new brushes, get some new paint, and have like a wine and paint night, like a sip and paint night for yourself. I got a little charcuterie board. Charcuterie. Have your little boards out, your little wine, sweet red. What you like, Chardonnay, Pignon Grignon? Which one do you like? Whatever it is, just have a little moment to yourself or with a family or with a family member or with a family friend or with a boo thing, whichever one works for you. But if you ain't got nobody around, you need to take some time for yourself. That'll be a nice wine night, like, you know, self-care night to yourself. You deserve a little moment. It just started into the new year and it could have been really going really crazy, or it could just be feeling real stagnant or just right. I think a sip and paint with some dinner and a charcuterie board will smooth over the. Think about that for this weekend. You could do that right out the house in your own comfort of your own home with your own amenities to what you like. Self-care tip of the week. If your new year has not started off good, it's okay. I got a suggestion for you. Start again. Just start again. It's okay. Like, as long as you have every day or another day, another hour, another minute to do it again or to start again, that's all that really matters. Sometimes it's not going to be the way we planned it to be. A lot of things in life is like that. Like this episode right now, like it's just being bitter. You know, like you never want things to happen that way. It's not like we prayed and we were like, Lord, fuck these people, get them out of my life. And no, we don't do that. We don't be just praying on their downfall. No, we don't do that. But shit happens, right? So if shit happened, but if shit happened to you, just start again. It's okay. Don't be bitter about it. Don't talk about that. Being bitter. Mental health tip of the week. Fall in love with that do not disturb button or option on our phone. A lot of people be cussing me out about it. I don't care. You're not on my favorites. I just be in so much more peace. Like anything, everybody, they can keep their bullshit at the door. Like I said, 2024 is all about, for me, checking them hoes at the door. So we're going to get into some of that today, like how I'm going to be coming about this whole situation of when people be testing my patience and think that this little energy check thing fall in love with the do not disturb button. Put yourself on a timer for social media. Fall in love with that stuff. It slows you down. It slows your mental, your heart rate, all that blood pressure. Oh my Jesus. Just disconnect sometimes. Like, I'm not saying all day, but what I'm saying is if you're about to lay down and go to sleep and you've been on the phone all day, turn it off. Disconnect it. Listen to your timer. Start to be obedient with thyself. That's the mental health tip. Be obedient with yourself and say, fine, clearance. What's the definition of bitter? Before we get into this top of the year with the bullshit, let's look at the definition. The definition of bitter: of people or their feelings or behavior. Angry, hurt, resentful because one had a bad experience or a sense of unjust treatment. I don't feel jealous or bitter. Let's talk about how people be not wanting to act like they bitter. Honestly, be bitter as hell. So supposedly, I had a friend felt disrespected about my last episode, recapping 2023, what happened in 2023, what happened to my friends and my team at that time. They feeling bitter about it. It was like bitter Becky over there. Like, I don't feel like I said anything disrespectful. I don't feel like I said anything outside of the lines of my truth. Whatever your truth is, your truth. Cool. Stand on it, right? But one thing I'm not going to take or allow is people to be dead ass lying. And even if you think you dead ass telling the truth, let me tell you this. Anything you can tell my friends, family, whatever, I already told them. That's the best part about me. I don't trust people, and this is why exactly why I don't trust, is because it's like whatever I say to you, you could or may, or whenever you get upset, decide to feel away, right? Because I'm so thankful that I don't give anybody leverage over me, that it always comes back and I'm good. Like, it's, you know, and I don't like when people try to be like, and if this is you and you do this little spiteful shit, you're going to hell. Careful. Because like, to go out your way to be petty when you can't even pick up a phone, I'm gonna use the white person word, flabbergastic. That is just what? And there's so much details to this situation, just like, you know, anybody who have situations in their life. There's so many details to things that go on that, you know, you can be like about and try to prove your point and try to bop because, friend, you know I'm about to bop. So I don't know why anyone would feel as if I would run from a conversation. Never been a thing. The only thing that I run from is arguing with a nigga. Never do that. I don't care if I'm fucking him or I ain't fucking him. I'm not arguing with no nigga. Oh, God. That's whole tendencies. Like I got a daddy and two stepdaddies and none of them argue with like hoes. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't go back and forth with their women. So I don't really know that. I don't know why anybody would assume as strong of a woman, an alpha woman I am, to just miss a conversation. So what we gonna do about being bitter in 2024, right? We gonna check it out the front door. I ain't losing no sleep over it. And anybody who has issues in their life that people are just trying to arise and make a thing, and you don't really want it to be no thing, and you want to keep your energy at a what? Like I said earlier, don't give a fuck about it for real. Like, and that's on God. Like, if you person could go tell somebody something to take away my friendship with, and it worked. They weren't my friend anyway. Did me justice. So don't try to maneuver like you trying to play on somebody, because it's just not working over here. It will never work over here. When it comes down to it, let's state facts. Guys, if you guys don't know, again, my whole team members felt a way about my last video. Go check it out. 2023 recap. Love it. It was my first one. And I thought I was respectable. Let me know in the comments if y'all feel like my last video talking about my team and my friends, because it was our team. This wasn't mine. It was our team thing. Go check that out and let me know if I was respectful or not, because I really feel like I was. I ain't say nothing. This could have been in the wind. Gone. I promise. Like, I could have just kept going on and minding my business and growing and whatever the fuck I'm doing, however the fuck I'm doing it. And that's this the shit that mind blows me, is like, why can't you mind a business that pays you? Because obviously I'm not paying you. I wasn't paying you. It's not like I said any lies. It's like I didn't say my faults. It's not like, you get what I'm saying? Definitely in previous episodes. So I'm just like, you just want to have something to say? Cool. I got something to say too. When people are like this in your life, guys, I just want to let you know this clear. Just stand 10 toes down. Always be genuine. Always always come from your heart, always come from a very intentional place, because all of that shit that is happening with these conversations, to be honest and be quite frank, don't give a fuck, because nothing that you brought nothing to my life. You brought me a client. Have you any money? Nothing but emotional support, which is very, very greatly appreciated. But like, don't sit up here and act like what you did bring to the table is missing from my table. And for anybody who tries you, if they leave, if they dismiss themselves from your life for whatever God reason, did you lose anything? Is your plate empty? Is your table empty? Or you still got maybe one less plate, but you still got a table? Well, shit, I can create a new dish, babe. So it's all about perspective in life. And that's like, what is perspective? My episode on that is like, how we think about things will really settle how we can move forward and grow in today's lifetimes. Like, G shit, because old me would have been tight knocking on a door. You feel me? New me, I called you twice, you ain't pick up. That's it. I don't have nothing else for that. And it's not in a negative or positive. It is what it is. So sweets, let's not make issues out of nothing. Did you miss me? Miss you too. Like, I don't know. Like, when it comes down to situations with people who are being bitter, I be like, why? Am I being bitter to you? Because I did what I did because you did what you did. It's not like I just did some shit. It's not like I was running for some shit. So if you're out there and you're going through certain situations that just feel like a double entre, it feels like a double-edged sword. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Just don't be bitter about it this year. That is going to be the main point of this year. Let's not be bitter. That brings sickness, okay? And we ain't got time for those things. I know I could really go there, and shout out to the people who know they can go there with situations, but don't be going there, because thank God for BetterHelp.com, Mr. James. I don't want to go there. It takes too much energy. I end up feeling guilty for what? That's just genuinely how I feel. Like, because when I go there, I'm going to hell, and it's a hard way back to heaven. Highway to hell. I be going there, I don't want to go there. It's not fun. As a spiritual person, someone who's growing, someone who's mentally maturing, someone who's now been on a year in therapy, I just don't have the energy or time to waste to backtrack so much. Even when I heard the news, I was just like, that's funny. Because wasn't they and da-da-da? And you said, but you still be around and da-da-da. All I could say, not allow yourself to just be cornered and alone, babe. You don't have to be bitter about it. Like, we could have been friends and just talked about it. Like, it could have been just that easy, that simple. Like, ooh. So if there's anybody out there that has people that they need to talk to, conversate with, get over a hump with, I dare you to call them. And if they call them, answer. And if it's still like, need to be civil, I do not promote violence. But have that conversation, get through it and get over it. Because you could be, like, if you're the person who's beefing, right? You could be so fucking uptight and the next person is chilling. And that used to be me. And it used to get me so fucking upset. Like, my whole 6 months gone from depression and upset and just everything. And now I'm the opposite person, where I'm just like, yeah, I felt that. Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, I'm bothered. But at the end of the day, I got to keep myself right. I got to keep my mental right, my heart right. Those be the ones that look like they're emotionally detached. Those be the ones that look like that. But we're not. We're very much attached. But we just do not get attached to bullshittery that will allow me to go on a spiral into some depression. I cannot. I just got promoted to once a month therapy. I cannot be going back to once a week fucking around people who ain't paying for my therapy. BetterHelp.com. Go to my link in the episode. Get 2 weeks free. Mention me. Overall, all I'm saying is bullshit will always come to the front door. It's just what you're gonna do with that hoe. Honestly, like, it's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. Because it's like, thing only got better since you departed. Think about that. How many times you departed from something and only things got better, rather somebody else got worse for you. But on the other hand, like, that's just that side of the coin. And I hate feeling like on the shitty side of the coin. So with perspective, I never have a shitty side of the coin at this point. It is what's supposed to be. It's already written. So, like, even with this person, like, it was already written for this to happen. Everybody peep the vibes from this person for a while. You get what I'm saying? Fun Fun fact and a tip to all the ladies out there who are trying to have girl groups and sisters and unions. When you guys split up, have disagreements or whatever, it's no bueno for you to go around and try to chisme, talk shit, spread shit, because everything that I know about you, I have not said to nobody. And I will only appreciate the same respect as well. Because the same way, I know I talk shit. I'm going to talk shitter. That's why I got a podcast. Like, I talk. But one thing I do is also stand on my words, and I also talk to the people and be very transparent about everybody on anything in my life. So if you're in my life, I'm going to be transparent. That's why I be so lost about where the communication goes astray, because a bitch be talking, but whatever. Don't do that, because if you try to paint somebody else out like that, that's only painting a reflection of you. I have a few friends that just tripping, you feel me, doing some shit and just be tripping. I don't do that, but I be telling them they be tripping. But I'm not going to go tell their business, their storylines or whatever, because honestly, that's their life, and I'm still your friend, and I still love you enough even after the fact to keep that within a bubble for whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, other people got way more chisme than me, so don't do it. This is the what's that little thing? Warning shot. From the sky. Like about warning. Because I like to play Mrs. Nice Guy. I like to mind my business now and play my switch. So now all I do is sit around, get paid, play my game, and edit. The same thing I was only trying to put on from the beginning. For not me, but for others. As a creator, man, I'm thankful for the process that I've been through in my past lives, which is like Miami Warehouse and Hippie Haven, because dealing with so many people in these little fallouts, it's so fucking predictable. Like, it's so predictable. It's like, I see why. You know, like when you get to look at people's lives and you be like, oh, I see why. It be shit like that. I be like, I see why. You can call me anything you want in the book. Can't call me broke. Can't call me family-less, friendless, loveless. I'm good. I'm surrounded in love. And I think that kind of says a lot. Not a damn kingdom of animals, because I don't want no friends around, or friends don't want to be around me. No shade with it. Shade with it to shoot motherfuckers. Because I'm like, and another thing, no, I did not reach out to my other team member, which is a man, because like I was saying earlier, I ain't arguing with no nigga. Period. I think that's when I said I had nothing to say. You know, if we as women are going to talk, feel like no man should be arguing with a woman and no woman should be arguing with no man. That only in relations y'all do those type of things. And yeah, I feel like all respect, like I could see, like that right there made me see a person very clear. You talking about, oh, I see who she is. You doing stuff out of spite and that's evil. That's between you and your person. Because I ain't go out the way to say shit about you. And that be the gag. When you don't go out the way to say shit about a person, but they want to find their way around to say your name. When at one point, all I did was love you. And I hugged you, wipe your tears, show up for you, be in your house, sleep on your couch. The switch is wild. I be like, wow. All I did was shut the fuck up and distance myself. But this is what I get. But God knows, because when I'm loud, I'm disruptive. So I'm looking like this, you know, walking around these people places like, who you talking to? like I left you. See, that's why it's to be that two side. Like, I don't be with that. I don't be with that. Like, who the fuck? That's why in this generation, I really believe that people don't know what love is. Like, for example, I had this guy friend that he just was a fraud. And I just, going into 2024, I just had to let him know, like, you're a fraud. You're a fucking fraud. Fraud. I have another one I want to tell him that he's a fraud too. Crazy. It's like, I'm really stopping all the bullshit at the door. Like, and if I could be just as loud and I could be just as proud. So if you said Danny said, Moolah said, fucker said, I don't give a fuck. Because I be saying, I do. Hurting my feelings. I don't know who they think they be playing with. They be playing with themselves. Stop playing. Your whole life go to wreck. by yourself, just off energy. I got too many angels. I got too many loved ones on my side, baby. I ain't even got to play in none of this magic shit for life to go to shit. So leave me alone. Them ill intentions is what probably got that car broken down right before we started being cool. Ill intentions. And I've been chilling. So if I've been chilling, that means I ain't got no energy going towards you, and none is allowed to come towards me. So if anybody is trying to like get somebody out of your head, you thinking about them all the time, or thinking negative on their life, or trying to do nasty shit, that ain't gonna do nothing to them. They gonna recover just fine, and your life will go to shit. That's just the power of alchemy. That's the power of energy. That's the karmatic law. Fuck this witch shit that I love, but I don't study and I don't do that. Fuck all that. I believe in karma. That is ultimately, if you can't believe in a God, if you can't believe in an angel, if you can't believe nothing, believe in karma. So why shoot out anything towards you when I already been manifesting nothing but greatness? I don't need nothing. I don't want nothing. I'm good. I'm traveling, minding my goddamn business. In my whip, in my house. All I lost was 2 loved ones. Loved one, that's it. Keep moving. And that's just the love that I hope that other people understand, that even if something falls out with somebody, something, everything gotta keep moving. Just like when I was hurt and shit happened in my life and the shit just had to keep moving. Everyone was living a motherfucking golden life and I was crying in the fucking corner because I lost fucking everything. I get it. But one thing I learned was life must go on. So if that person is doing great, situations are doing great, all you gotta do is fix yourself and worry about yourself. As many fingers as you point, 3 are pointing back. It's easier to attract bees with honey than with vinegar. Okay? In grace. Move in grace whenever you do in this life. Because if not, the karmatic, it'll come around. That's just how it flows. So yeah, I lost a friend. I lost an editor. I lost a boo thing that was an editor. But he taught me. And guess what? I'm still here. I'm still doing what I got to do. So it's just like, everybody got to go through something. I was hurt. I went through stuff. And I'm still sitting where I need to be sitting. And that's where I think everybody just need to do. Do what you got to do. With your projects, your businesses, your family, your relations, your animals. Everything that got to worry about you, worry about, okay? The last couple minutes, because fuck the bitter betties. If you're bitter, I'm so sorry for you. Get therapy. BetterHelp.com, 2-week link. Go check it out. Arizona. I went to Arizona on the 1st. I surprised my best friend with a birthday trip. Look at her. So cute. Oh my God. So yeah, I surprised her on a birthday trip and we went out and we went to Sedona and we had a whole blast. The weed over there, look at it. Epic, like dang. Like I had some granddaddy perp rolled in Keith. It was amazing, my friends. Okay, so Arizona is a move, and definitely during winter. Come to find out, it snows. Look, we literally came to our Airbnb, and it was a brown house, like no snow, no nothing. All you see was dead trees. We go on a freaking tour in Sedona, in like the Grand Canyons and all that, and we got to see this statue that looked like Snoopy. On our way back, because it was like I think it was like 45 minutes or 30-minute drive. We was outside of Sedona, so whatever. It started snowing. By the time we got to the house, whole house was covered in snow. It was crazy. It was so beautiful. I had an amazing time. Look at me right here. Lo-fi in and out. Relaxed as fuck. So while people tripping, bugged out, look at me. I don't know about you guys, but I pray y'all had an amazing week. I pray you have an amazing week. I pray that, you're not the bitty Betty. And if you got a bitty Betty, I hope you're not the bitter Betty, bitter Patty whacker. I hope that if you do have somebody in your life that is pretty bitter, you stop fucking with that shit. You don't deserve it. Check all the energy, all that negativity, all that shit at the fucking front door, man. This ain't the year for the shit. We had enough bullshittery for the rest of, from 2020 till 2024, we had enough bullshit. We could stop it after 4 years. We could stop it. They don't like you, cool. They fuck with you, cool. They try to shit on you, cool. It is what it is. Energy check, bitch. If nobody else told you today, I see you, appreciate you, and I love you. Make sure you don't be the bitter Betty. Keep a smile on your face. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Miss you already. Later.